Toss to White. He's in! Patriots win the Super Bowl!
My man going down.
2 years ago, I did my first Super Bowl special for As Failed on TV. And it was extra special to me because it was a game that was not only really fun to watch, but it was won by my hometown team. And coincidentally, 2 years later, doing the special again, the Patriots are once again involved in the Super Bowl. And I'm not going to rehash the game because millions of people saw it, and there's that whole descriptions or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited. What a bunch of jokers. It was a dramatic, yes, but wonderful Super Bowl for me, and I'm not going to be the one to rub salt on the wounds. But all y'all were rooting for the Falcons, weren't ya? Getting all up in my ads saying, "Oh, Chris, the Pats are the evil empire. Everyone in Boston is evil. Hashtag rise up." Well, what do you think about this, huh? Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. I didn't buy the championship shirt. Well, don't I look silly now? Oh well, I guess I can always just have this. Where was I? Oh yes, y'all seem pretty fucking hashtag flaccid right now, don't ya? How about hashtag rising number of pink slips for your coaching staff? God damn, Atlanta clean house on the plane ride home. You know, I've always wondered, why do other NFL fans hate the Patriots so much? But I finally figured it out. It's because your team sucks. You guys had player X that you either thought was shit or that you didn't want anymore, and the Patriots picked that guy up and then won a Super Bowl with him. Or maybe it's because of Tom Brady. I mean, look at him, getting emotional saying that his father is his personal hero, or kissing his mother who's been battling medical issues all year. Boo this man! Or maybe it's because we Pats fans are so obscenely obnoxious and have egos so big you'd think anything encompassing the 617 was its own continent. Are we the baddies? Nah. Now, of course, all of this pales in comparison to the ultimate question, which isn't how loud was NRG Stadium when Roger Goodell was getting booed to oblivion. Pretty loud. Nor is it who's the greatest quarterback of all time. Pretty obvious at this point. Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. It's Tom Brady. As I could go down the list of ducks that have been throwing footballs and say that. And, oh, man. Create joke. Got you for a second. The real ultimate question is, why didn't Cam Newton die for that football? I mean, it's the Super Bowl. You gotta go for that. But we're here to look at commercials, so let's stop stalling and actually take a look at some. I'd like to start by talking about a commercial, in fact, a set of commercials that have really been bugging me lately. Now, I loves me some KFC. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that KFC is the #1 contributor to me not playing in the NFL today. And I love it for that. Anyway, can someone please explain to me why there's been the constant actor changes for the Colonel? It seems like every 5 months or so, someone else is playing the mascot of the chicken conglomerate. Lately, it's been Rob Riggle, but I've seen Norm Macdonald play the role, I've seen Jim Gaffigan do it, and I've seen Enzo Amore do it.
Me and Georgie, we'd like some privacy.
The man just wants to fuck a basket of chicken tenders, and you can't teach that! And the professional wrestling references don't stop there, because now for their Super Bowl ad, you got Billy Zane, of all people, dressed like goddamn Goldust to sell chicken to people.
I put gold on my legs, my thighs, my tenders.
All my bits and pieces. Can't beat the man on that. Do you wonder if Mike Myers was sitting at home watching the Super Bowl, saw this commercial, and went, fuck, should have gone full gold.
It's finger-licking gold.
If you're wondering what could possibly be funny, I put the chicken in the coat. I put the coat on her!
Dang!
One good thing about this year's crop of commercials is that there wasn't the bevy of pregame advertisements that there were 2 years ago. 2 years ago, practically every car and beer company had an ad for the ad shit, which I can't stand. Because it's basically like saying, hey, let's spend a lot of money on an advertisement for the exorbitant amount of money that we're spending on our real advertisement. But there was one that stuck out this year, and it was for Buffalo Wild Wings. In their little background ads, they showed Brett Favre tossing a football around, and then little bits at the end of the advertisement would say, "Watch the Super Bowl to find out whatever the hell Brett Favre is doing." So let's find out whatever the hell Brett Favre was doing. The commercial opens with Brett Favre having sweet dreams about a group of the 336 career interceptions that he had, one of which I remember quite fondly.
Now he fires over the middle, intercepted. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
I was totally cool with all that happening, by the way. Kept Brett Favre from coming in and out of retirement for another few years, and then the Saints went on to destroy Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl to get revenge on him for knocking the Pats out of contention. So yeah, I was totally down with that. Who dat indeed.
Just doesn't make any sense.
Because I'm Brett Favre, world's most infallible quarterback. I throw the ball real good. So then, I shit you not, a pair of observers from Fringe show up at Brett Favre's house. They say that they need to talk, and they show him a briefcase revealing that...
The ball moved on its own. Yes.
Oh, I get it. It's a callback to the old Buffalo Wild Wings commercials. This is actually a pretty clever bit of advertising. You see, if you don't remember, basically what would happen in those old commercials is that people would be at a Buffalo Wild Wings enjoying themselves watching whatever game happened to be on the televisions, and that game is about to come to an end, and the people would get upset, like, oh no, I can't be in this sports bar with a bunch of nasty, grimy, disgusting, sweaty people anymore. Boo! And then Buffalo Wild Wings would intervene and cause the game that they're watching to go into extra innings or overtimes or whatever the case called for. It's actually really clever.
Not all of those interceptions were your fault.
Except for every single one you threw as a New York Jet. Those are all on you.
We're actually not here on official business. We're Buffalo Wild Wings.
Sounds like an official government agency to me.
Hey, Brett.
No.
Is this weird or what?
So Brett Favre wakes up from his nightmare, that's sure to give me a few of my own, and starts looking into Buffalo Wild Wings, beautiful mind style.
Gotcha.
Well, I gotta tell you, that sure put me in the mood for some chicken wings. Falcons have wings. The Atlanta Falcons were in the Super Bowl. The Atlanta Falcons had a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl. The game was moving at a pretty steady clip throughout that first half. Julian Edelman's catch was the clincher. It's an improbable, impossible catch. Do you think... Did Buffalo Wild Wings intervene in Super Bowl 51 to bring it into overtime so they could sell more chicken wings? I need to go investigate. I needed to be sure. I'm on to you. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? You wouldn't make another team win just to sell more chicken. I was getting worried over nothing. Tom Brady's just the GOAT, and the superior conditioning of the New England Patriots, combined with the relative inexperience and exhaustion on the part of the Atlanta Falcons defense, plus their inability to account for James White, is the reason why the New England Patriots won Super Bowl 51. Chicken-based conspiracy theories are dumb. Speaking of stupid, phone ads are the absolute worst, and I can say this because they're all essentially the same. I mean, you got Verizon coming out being like, hey, look at us, we're Verizon, we're the best in the world and everyone else can suck on our butt dust. This red map of the United States, that's our coverage. We're awesome, yay Verizon. And then you got Sprint coming out being like, Verizon is a bunch of meanie doo-doo heads. We do not like them and we're tired of everyone treating us like we're the Ralph Wiggum of phone companies. And then, in a surprising act of candidness, they come out and say, look, we understand we're not as good as Verizon, but damn it, we're close, and this yellow map of the United States is our coverage. See, it looks exactly the same. So, screw them. AT&T, meanwhile, is perfectly set not talking about either Sprint or Verizon. They're just like the hippie phone company. They're there like, hey man, if you want to use our phone service, that's cool, man. We're just going to be sitting over there on the hill, looking up at the sky and wondering why it's called sky blue. We love the sky. Our logo is sky blue. Our sky blue map of the United States is sky blue. AT&T is the sky. Which brings us to T-Mobile. Now, I've always remembered T-Mobile for taking this attractive woman, putting her in a skin-tight motorcycle bodysuit. It's like if Celty Sturluson decided to hawk phones. They don't even talk about their coverage in comparison to anybody else. They just say that they have it, and I opened up a family of 4 plan. Now, it's not because I'm shallow, and there's no proof that attractive women easily sell things to men. I'm just saying that Scarlett Johansson is a good fit for Major Kusanagi because of her acting ability and not the beige body condom they got her wearing. Don't judge me. So you must be shuddering at the possibilities before T-Mobile when it comes to a Super Bowl ad. Are they just going to take a vapid, naked, empty shell of a woman and have her talk about how much she enjoys talking on her cell phone, even though she's probably confused it with her remote control on more than one occasion? I don't know. Let's find out.
I have a contract with you that says I can't go over my data limit.
Oh, this is fine. It's Kristen Schaal. I was worried over nothing. This isn't going to be a descent into debauchery after all. I mean, Kristen Schaal is Mabel Pines from that lovely kid show, Gravity Falls.
Yay! Yes!
Okay. Well, that intro feels practically silly now. That's silly me. I really should stop writing these things stream of conscious.
What are you gonna do to me?
Well, that's an odd question. Probably just going to charge you an overage fee. It's fairly standard stuff.
Am I gonna get punished? Taxes and fees?
What the fuck's going on here? I don't like this. I don't want to be. Where's the off button? Where's the off button for me? I want a dead, please. This man is America right now. Verizon should just ape this ad and use that picture of that man's face to just be like, T-Mobile, you're not yourself anymore. We miss you. Come back. See, look, here's a picture of a lady in a bodysuit, and she's just standing around doing nothing. You love that. And look, the bodysuit even has pink on it. It's your favorite color. Come back to us, please. Stick with the sleazy fetish stuff you know, and then maybe we can all forget you ever decided to do this. Speaking of disturbing fetishes, it's a weird segue. Wonder why I wrote that. Oh well. I have nothing to say about Mr. Clean. It's an advertising icon, sure, but it's just been quietly doing its thing for years now, and it's never bothered anyone that I know of. Mr. Clean just works. He's a bald man in a pure white suit because he's a symbol of cleanliness. So why is he on the snarky YouTube asshole show? Let's find out. Let's get dirty together. You and me. Me and you. So we open the commercial on generic commercial housewife, number 4-06, as she realizes she has a minor sauce stain on her stove. Of course, her reaction is akin to someone that just blew a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl. But who should arrive to save the day but Mr. Clean, who wrings out the collective panties of every obnoxious Patriots fan who got a little too excited when Tom Brady said, "Roger that," in a Shields MRI commercial. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I was watching this and wondering, when do they break into the pizza? Alright, so I need to explain something so that you can understand what I'm about to say. Okay? I scour through these commercials practically frame by frame looking for joke material. And it is because of that that I noticed that Mr. Clean has really been hitting the gym because he has really toned his calves. Man looks good.
Clean enough?
And then they fucked, which is really unfortunate because they just cleaned. They had themselves a Mr. Clean-inspired Super Bowl baby who, by law, has to be a Patriots fan now.
Sarah? Sarah? Clean enough?
I have to wonder, was this guy doing all of the dancing that she fantasized Mr. Clean was doing? And another thing that I've been wondering, it's slightly more important, but not really a huge deal. What was it again? Oh yeah, why? I'll admit, maybe I just been out the game too long, but is Mr. Clean a viable fuck fantasy for a lot of people? I mean no judgment, but where does he fit in with other mascot-based fetishes? Like, is he up there with, like, Tracer from Overwatch or the Philly Fanatic? I don't know the spectrum. And if you have answers to this question, by all means, keep it to yourself.
Dang!
And that was the season finale to the fantastic sports anime that is the NFL. As for me, I eagerly await September's arrival to start this all over again, and who knows, maybe in February I'll do another one of these specials because it seems every time I do them the Patriots win the Super Bowl. So I'll see you soon.